Did you guys catch the JFK Jr special, the documentary on CNN? I watched it twice and I took some notes up here and I wanted to share with you what my thoughts were. Overall, I would say that there was not much new information, if any new information, in this documentary that I didn't already know. But I'm also an avid George reader. I have a show about JFK Jr., so I knew a lot of that stuff. What I gathered from this was that this is something for the people that don't know anything about JFK Jr. and or maybe needed just a refresher as to what was going on in his life or at that time in history. Why they chose August 9th to have this come out is beyond me. It's not an anniversary of anything. It's just August 9th. So 8 plus 9 does equal a certain number that we talk about often. So could that be part of it? I think probably it is. When I watched the video, I found myself stopping the video, going back, watching it, and then listening to something 2 or 3 times, really trying to take it in terms of who they interviewed. And again, who they chose to interview was very interesting. They chose the editor of Spy magazine, which JFK Jr. was on the cover of. They interviewed Cindy Crawford, Robert De Niro, and a couple other people who had ties with George magazine. Right away when I went to CNN to watch the documentary, I noticed that Bill Maher was on right before the episode took place, the documentary took place. Well, Bill Maher is on the cover of the Survival Guide to the Future. He's one of the people, he's one of the headlines on that cover. So is it all a coincidence that, it takes place on August 9th and Bill Maher is in there and you've got Robert De Niro and Cindy Crawford and all these other people that are associated with George magazine? I don't think so. One thing I found interesting was that they highlighted the fact that JFK Jr. did not like being called John John. I know that we all say John John. Well, I don't, because I know he didn't like it, but a lot of people call him John John or JJ, and he never liked that. So he just liked John, just John. The fact that they went through the trouble of saying that he didn't like John John and he just preferred just John, and that the media actually created John John, I think it really makes me wonder, why would they choose that? Because when you're putting a documentary together, you have to pick and choose what you're going to put in the documentary, and they made sure to put that in there. So what do we make of this? I don't know. All in all, the first episode was great. I knew most of it, and I knew most of the people who were interviewed for it, which was awesome. It was just cool to hear the information again. There's 2 more episodes that will be coming out, so obviously I'll be watching those as well and putting my thoughts into video form after I watch those 2 as well. Here are some of the screen recordings that I took that I found interesting.
Hello, I'm John Kennedy. The great burden John had was to play the role of John F. Kennedy Jr.
I was the editor of New York Magazine when John Kennedy, whom I'd never met, said, "I'd love to have lunch with you and my partner Michael Berman." And we did, of course, at the Royalton Hotel.
Or even a son to the millions of people watching.
John, what happened to your father?
He's gone to heaven.
He's gone to heaven. You remember him?
Yeah.
What do you remember?
I don't remember anything.
The boy who would be king.